I hope y'all are doing great. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I feel bad for all you people who are in the cold areas. We mourn for your loss and for your cold. We hope that you have a good time while you're playing with the snowing. Hello, Shelby. How you doing? Is it cold where you're at, Shelby? I hope you guys are safe wherever you're at. I hope y'all aren't worrying about freezing and power outages. ESP, like ESP, like you have ESP. What's up? How you doing? I need to see what these things mean. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys just a little bit. Beautiful. I hope that you guys, what's up? Not much, just making it, getting ready to go live to talk to you guys about just something that was on my heart. It can be very tough, just as we're growing up and going through things. Oh, that is so funny. Autocorrect. Yeah, okay, understood. Um, just for us to talk to all the people who are important in our lives and making sure that they're okay and that they know how valuable they are to us. And that made me think about you guys and just think about how I needed to come on here and just let you guys know how important y'all are to me. And I don't want you guys to feel like you're forgotten, you know? So I wanted to come on here, just talk to you guys for a little bit and talk to you about talking to your grandparents and why it's so good to talk to your grandparents. Now, I'm not talking to the people who have lost their grandparents. I'm talking to the people who still have their grandparents. And if you have lost your grandparents, my condolences. And I think the best thing to do is to just meditate on the times that you did have them and talk to them because they give so much wisdom in those conversations. But if you do have your grandparents, make sure you go out of your way to spend some time with them. Just speak to them, let them know how valuable they are and that you really value the time that you have with them and the things that they say, because they will tell you things that you'll think about for the rest of your life. And it's really nice to just have that. So today I got a chance to talk to my grandmother. And it just reminds me of the fact that I only have one more grandmother now. And literally both of my grandparents are my grandfathers are gone, so it's just one of those things to where you never know when that day could happen, and you want to make sure you take advantage of the time that your grandparents are here. My wife just lost her grandmother and they were very close, and it's a tough thing just to see them go through it and the family going through it. And then the thing that you notice the most is that a lot of people feel like they wish they would have done different things, and that's so sad to see, like siblings and, even sometimes kids saying, I should have done more to talk to my family members and I should have let them know how valuable they were while they were here. Because once it's over, you just have the memories. So make sure that you're making a great memory with those loved ones. You know what I'm saying? So that's who the message is saying. I'm glad you're alive because it always makes my day so much better. Oh, thank you for saying that. My favorite influencer was the EMU, and his name was Tonel. He died. Oh no. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? Like everybody has that user that you follow, or that content creator that you follow, and if something happened to them, it'd be like a family member passing. So just sometimes you guys gotta remember that, yeah, they're valuable, but you can always find another YouTube channel, right? And maybe somebody else who you really admire and appreciate. But when the grandparents are gone, or that's that, man, and I'm not trying to make anything lighter of the fact that, you lost one of your favorite YouTubers, but everybody knows if you've ever lost a family member or a really close friend, your life is different. And like once the oh, thank you, yeah, thank you so much. And sometimes it's just different though. Like I've had a lot of my younger friends who passed away, and when they pass away, man, it changes the way your brain's wired, you know? And if you guys have lost somebody, you know what I'm talking about. You look like Ben Harper. I hope Ben Harper looks good. But it changes the way your brain's wired when somebody who you grew up with passes, and it makes you think, you know what, maybe I could pass, or maybe something could happen to the people who I care about. And it makes you just start living your life different. So I'm encouraging you guys, if you guys are out there, and you have unsaid words for friends, for family members, for lovers, for people that are you see every day, go out of your way and send them the messages. As these crazy storms are coming, this is a great time to give them something to meditate on, just how much you value them and want them to be okay. You know what I'm saying? So this is a different kind of message today. This is just think about it kind of message, and make sure that you show that love, you know, because what happens if this storm comes and it does do what they thought it was going to do? You know, with all the crazy meteorologists were saying, if there's 3 inches of ice and so many people can't even get to you, they can't even save you, there's loss of life. What if that happens? How will we feel saying, you know what, I should have called them before the phones went off? So I encourage you guys, go out of your way, talk to those people, those work environment people who you just love, who give you the best love and make you feel great. Make sure you show them some love. You know what I'm saying? Rakia, who is that? He's from the 90s pop rock dude like him. That's so funny. But yeah, I just want you guys to not regret, because I've had some friends who have passed away, man. And when they passed, bro, you didn't think it was gonna have as big of effect as it really had on your life. But the truth is, when those people pass, it changes the way that you feel about certain people. It makes you think, you know, maybe I should have changed certain things. And so I know one of my friends who passed, he was one of those people, like, if you ever have one of those friends who was just loved by everybody went out of their way to hug him, the girls just loved being around him, and all the guys just enjoyed his presence, and he was always invited. People would always go out of their way to help him. And I just remember he had one of those laughs to where people would just really feel like he adored them and was so supportive to them. And I remember when he passed, well, that was one of the things that I tried to make sure I let live on, was his laugh and his sincerity in his laugh, allowing people to feel important and special and letting them know how valuable their time was. Just in conversations, I remember he would go out of his way to really give people the energy. And I know a lot of times people don't want to do that. But yeah, you guys, go out of your way to show somebody how much they matter to you. And don't be scared to do it. This is just a in the feelings kind of day, you guys. So if you don't want to get in your feelings, you shouldn't be here. But I think, hello, thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. It's so beautiful when you can reach out to your family members, especially the older ones, and just let them know that they're valued. You know, remind them about the conversations you had with your grandparents or with the older mentors in your life, and just let them know how valuable it was, because those are things that we think about to this day. I know there's conversations that I had with my grandmother years ago that I couldn't really understand, but as time has gone on, I've been able to really appreciate it more and more. Just little tokens, you know, like, you know, some friends weren't meant to be there. And I remember when she told me that, I was so upset, and I was just like, no, what's up, ABD? How you been, man? Great to see you. Thank you for coming through. But I remember my grandmother told me, some relationships just aren't going to last, and they're not supposed to. All seasons aren't supposed to sustain all your friends. And when she said that, I was like, what do you mean? These are my friends. We're going out to a party right now. Why would that ever be different? And I just saw slowly that time changed things, and we were all on different paths. And it's not a bad thing. It's just one of those things you have to be aware of, that people are on their own thing, and it doesn't mean that they're bad or you're good. It just means that you need to be ready. And it's beautiful when your grandparents can see that. And with me being older, I've been able to see it better and see it clearer. So that's always a beautiful thing. Yeah, I just wanted to play the guitar for a little bit, you guys. I hope that was all right. But I've also learned that when I play the guitar and do certain things, it allows me to have more of an intimate crowd. And I love having an intimate crowd, you guys. It's the best. I don't have to worry about crazy comments. So I really appreciate you guys for being here, man. It means so much. I know that you guys already liked the video. Thank you so much. And I want you guys to really take some time and to allow yourselves the vulnerability, because sometimes you have to be vulnerable. You have to understand how temporary life is, and that's one of the blessings of having people pass away earlier in your life. You realize that we're all lucky to be here, and that it can all change in the drop of a hat. So I just want you guys to, enjoy your youth, but also be aware that this will not last forever. This too shall pass. And there's so many people who have invested in you. So those grandparents who have showed you love, do you remember those early mornings when they were making you breakfast, and just the advice that they would give you if you would ever have dates with your grandparents and stuff like that? That's always a beautiful moment. But just allow yourselves to really tap into that part of you who really enjoyed all those times that you had with your grandparents, and don't allow the second to pass, because you never know. You never know what could happen during this storm, or just on a regular Tuesday, because that's how it happens a lot. But every time I've had a friend or family member pass away, I've always remembered where I was at, what I was doing, and it always changed how I felt about what I was doing. I always felt like what I was doing wasn't important. I had one of my nieces pass away, and that was a crazy day. I still remember it. I was in this room when I found my niece. Well, I didn't know she passed away. I knew she was at the hospital. And it was a crazy day. And I just felt so bad, because I felt like I could have done something. And I couldn't have done anything. But I was just thinking about the day before and all of that, and how I could have just changed what I was doing in my day, and maybe I could have helped. And I don't want you guys to have those feelings. I don't want you guys to feel like you could do something more to help somebody. I want you guys to feel confident in the fact that you're living each day with the fullness that you have, and don't hold anything back. Allow yourselves to be the best versions of yourselves today. Don't expect that tomorrow you'll have the opportunity, okay? So if you guys have ever just gone through a crazy, thing in life, you'll know life is fleeting. Things could happen. And you have to be grateful for the time you have. So I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but it's important to make sure that you guys are loving the people closest to you. Reach out to those family members. Reach out to your loved ones. Make sure that they know how valuable that they are in your life. And don't be selfish about it. Sometimes when you do that, it feels awkward. It feels crazy. It makes you feel weird. But it's necessary, okay? It's not always about yourself. A lot of times it's about making other people understand how important they were to building you who you are now, and making you the way that you are now. So love on yourself, love on the people who loved on you, and be the best versions of yourself. That doesn't always mean staying the same. A lot of times it means you have to change. Don't be scared of the change. Embrace it. Embrace it. And Allow yourself to shine, man. Shine that light. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Lord, thank you for everybody who was on this live. Thank you for everybody who's going to see this video. Please bless them, watch over them, guide them, protect them, help them to be the best versions of themselves. Don't allow them to be down on themselves and to despair, but allow them to see that they are the best versions of themselves whenever they try to be. And help me to influence them to be the best versions of themselves and to allow them to shine their light. I know that it can be difficult sometimes, but it is very important that we shine our light and are the best versions of ourselves at all times. Y'all be great. Love on yourselves, love on your family members. Be the best versions of yourselves that you can possibly be. And don't waste your energy on people who don't care. All right? I'll see you guys later. I just want to come in and check on y'all. Y'all be safe. Shine, 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 shine. Shine your light, shine it in the dark. Y'all be safe. Thank y'all so much. And stay out of trouble, okay? Be safe during these cold times. And try to help people who you see who are going through it. Try not to be selfish. You guys might actually work up on a blessing by accident, okay? Be easy. Peace, love, and so much soul.